Okay, all right. Okay. So this is what happened to me. Okay, me and kids, we having a good time. Like we run around town. This is what we do all day, right? And I see three guys, and they look so different from each other, right? Like, um, I don't know. Hopefully, this video don't come back to bite me, but I'm gonna talk about them anyway. So there's a black dude, short sleeve shirt with an emblem on his shirt. There's a white dude, and he's got like a collar and like jacket. What is it, like a formal jacket? Relaxed, kind of like dressy casual. And then you got this guy. I think he's Latino. I don't know what he was, right? I'm gonna just call him Latino. Nah, that's too many, I guess, syllables. Well, I'm just call him Mexican. And I know that's wrong. It doesn't even feel right to say that. Anyway, black, white, Mexican. Like, you got the blessed trinity. And I'm just having a good time. I'm the type of person that when I'm out in the sun, it's like I get a charge. I just love going outside, right? And the kids, they loving it. I got them in the little buggy. They having a great time, right? And Jazz, she gets tired. She takes a little nap. Junior, he's still up. My son, he's supposed to be the man in the house when my husband's out of town. Whatever. Okay, cool. So he's up. He's standing guard. And he was totally cool around these fellas because my son don't play around no dudes being around me and his sister, right? Anyway, all of 2 years old, but that's our bodyguard, right? Anyhow, I'm minding my business. These guys, they walk up to me. You can kind of tell they kind of don't want to approach me, but they want to approach me. And I just went ahead, waved, hello, we downtown, whatever. And they come up and they're like, oh, it's such a beautiful day. Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's like, oh, these are your kids. I was like, yeah, they're my kids. Introduce myself, introduce the kids. And then they started talking to me about some kind of plan they're making with the venue. We were standing in this like nice park area or whatever. It's a really small town. So, any patch of land is like a park to them, right? Well, anyway, not trying to diss the town, whatever. It's a pretty cool town. And they started talking to me about how me and the kids should come out, and we talked, shot the breeze. And I just realized, I told them my name. They didn't tell me theirs. And I was just like, okay. That was a weird exchange, right? Because I'm like, I just told you who I was. I told you who my husband was. I told you who my kids was. I don't know who you are, though. It kind of felt weird. I'm the type who circled a block. So, of course, when I realized I didn't know their names, I was like, oh, let me turn around. Maybe they forgot to introduce themselves, right? I go turn around and I say, what was your name again? And I just went to this mode where I decided to read tattoos. And one of them had a tattoo on his hand that said bold on it. So they were so slow to answer me. So I just started the process of elimination. That was wrong. That was very wrong. In retrospect, I shouldn't have done that. But that's what I did. Anyhow, for some reason it didn't compute. I haven't been to church in ages. And when I did go to church, I was chilling. I had a drink. Because I like good food, good drink, good music. A lot of times when I go to church, I would have me a shot or two or three, or I have me a beer or something. I chill. And I have a mint. I'm not one of them people that drink before I go to church and my breath stink. Yeah, I'm appropriate. And then, I wear my dress, so I have to be a lady. Um, but this was a little different. Church here is different. It's very serious, but it's not to be taken seriously. This is what I mean. So these guys, I wouldn't have never guessed that they were preachers. And they had their titles, which it almost felt like superhero titles. It was like, I'm the arch whatever, blah, blah. It's a long title, and the titles kept throwing me off. Because I'm here with the kids, and I'm enjoying myself. And I'm like, nice to meet you. What's your name? And you give me this long thing. And I don't know why. My reflex, when they gave me that title, it just felt like I should tell them that I was a veteran. I felt like I needed to see when you say I'm the Stone Rock head preacher, Reverend driving backwards man named Jim. It was like a pimp named Slipback from the Boondocks. It's like you got to say the whole thing. And so I felt like just saying my name was going to be like, just be like, oh yeah, my name's Jessica or whatever. That was going to be like, that's it. Like, that's all you are. And then it got even weirder because I realized that, okay, in the South, you have, like, segregation is still, like, a thing. And then you got, like, black church, then you got the white church, and then you got the I don't know church. Like, sometimes it's Are You Mexican church, like the Iglesia, I think is what they call it. Or the Are You a Real Christian church? Or, like, Are You a Worship Center church? Like, it's starting to get, like the traditional old way of doing things. It's getting weird. It's getting really weird. Well, anyway, I got their names, and, they were telling me, oh, I'm Archbishop this, or I'm Reverend this, or I'm Deacon, or whatever. And I was like, I know you're that, you do that in the pulpit, but what is your name? Like, who are you, right? Sorry, y'all, I had to go get my baby. Anyway, so, like, I was, like, trying to figure out who these guys were, right? And then I realized that I kept asking them who they were. They already told me who they were, but they added their titles to who they were. And the titles didn't compute because I didn't ask about what you believe in or, oh, she done slobbed on my face. Anyway, like, what you believe in. That was gross. I'm sorry, y'all. What you believe in and stuff. It just got really, the titles got me so much to where I didn't know the names. And then I know there was a time when, preachers, they say their title and people go, ooh, be careful, there's the bishop over there, And so now I'm realizing in my generation, like, going through life day to day, you're not even really thinking about whatever your position is in church. And I did not mean to be disrespectful at all, but I was just realizing as I was walking away from them guys, no, not even as I was walking away from them guys, when I was just about in the house and I closed the door, I was like, when he said his name was pastor of the whatever, and he pointed at his church, that I was supposed to turn around and see how big that building was and be like, oh man, I'm talking to an OG. It didn't occur to me until now, right? But yeah, I met 3 preachers today, and I guess that was fun, or something like that.